Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. BlueHedgehogMan17 here once again. Today I'm going to make a video of this collection of Sega Genesis games, and they are really great. That being said, let's begin. First, I'm going to review you guys through Sonic the Hedgehog. This game was released in 1991 and marks the grand debut of our number one Blue Hedgehog, Sonic, with the battle against Dr. Ivo Robotnik, or as we now call him, Dr. Eggman. In this game, you must control Sonic through 7 levels, and you must collect the 6 Chaos Emeralds as you progress through the game. If you get all 6 emeralds and defeat Eggman once and for all, you will get the good ending. Otherwise, you will get the bad ending because you've missed at least 1 emerald. Next game, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This is the sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog and was released Groundhog Day 1992. This game marks the debut of Miles Tails Prower, and this game features a whopping 11 zones which you must control Sonic and Tails to get through. And this marks the first game where Sonic can transform into his super form known as Super Sonic. But in this game, to do that, you have to collect 7 Chaos Emeralds. Not 6, 7. So that's how you play Sonic 2. And of course, the return of Dr. Eggman, as well as new badniks. So, hope you guys like that game. And now I'm moving on. Next game, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. This is lock-on technology of Sonic and Knuckles, in which you can put Sonic the Hedgehog 3 into it. Now, in this game there are various events that must not be missed with the use of lock-on technology. In Sonic the Hedgehog 3, this game marks the debut of Knuckles the Echidna. And Eggman was able to successfully fool Knuckles into believing that Sonic and Tails have come to Angel Island to steal the Chaos Emeralds from Knuckles. So, what else? So as you make your way through, you have to cover 7 special stages, which involve getting blue spheres. If you touch a blue sphere, you'll be able to move on. What you have to do is find a set of blue spheres, collect the ones that border, and every blue sphere will turn into rings. However, if you touch a red sphere, the special stage is over. In Sonic and Knuckles, the same thing happens. Everything applies, except there's also a yellow sphere added to the other spheres in the special stages. The yellow spheres bounce you up just like the springs would in the games. Now, when you lock on Sonic 3 and Knuckles together, what happens is you get to play on all 14 special stages, and the Sonic and Knuckles special stages, in this case, they don't play for Chaos Emeralds, they play for Super Emeralds. And with the power of the Super Emeralds, Sonic can become Hyper Sonic, Knuckles can become Hyper Knuckles as well, and Tails can become Super Tails. That's what happens when you get all 7 Super Emeralds following the 7 Chaos Emeralds. So that's how it goes. And of course, in the end of the game, there are 3 separate endings. So there you go. next video game that I'm going to review, Rocket Knight Adventures. This game was released in 1993, and what you have to do is you have to control an opossum named Sparkster, and the land is infested by pigs. Also in this game is Sparkster's arch rival, Axel Gear. What Sparkster has to do is save save the princess from Axel Gear and every pig and villain that take part in this game. It won't be easy because for this game I'm going to be using some cheats. So be warned, everyone. Be warned that I will use cheats in this game. Now, next game I'm going to review is the sequel to Rocket Knight Adventures, known as Sparkster, Rocket Knight Adventures 2. This marks the return of Sparkster and his arch-rival Axel Gear. Now, in this game, Sparkster must collect 7 hidden swords, and trust me, they are not easy to get. They are not easy to get, but I was able to master the game, and it was a really great game. Now, when Sparkster gets all 7 swords, he will become Gold Sparkster. So, sort of similar to that of Supersonic, but not exactly the same. And even though Sparkster is in his gold form, he can still get hit, unlike Supersonic, because Sonic can't get hit when he's in his super form. So that takes care of that. Next game I'm going to review is Decap Attack, starring Chuck D. Head. In this game, you must control Chuck D. Head through 7 islands while avoiding enemies on your way. And in each level, there are 7 different bosses. You must control Chuck D. Head to defeat all enemies and bosses, and there are helpful potions that you can use as you progress through the game with Chuck. The final boss in the game is Max D. Cap. Yes, Max D. Cap. He is the main antagonist of the game, and he's going to try to get as many enemies as possible to try to stop Chuck and make Chuck die. So be careful. But all in all, this was a great game, and I love it so much. Next game I'm going to review is Sonic 3D Blast. This game follows the releases of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. That game, I forgot to mention, was released in 1994. Those 2 games, sorry. This game was released in 1996. And in this game, you must control Sonic through an isometric, I don't know how to pronounce that, viewpoint. And as you progress through the game, you have to rescue 5 flickies, or 5 birds, in each level. Now, to access the special stages in this game, you've got Tails and Knuckles to help you. But in order to help you, you must find and collect 50 rings and give them to each character. When you've collected 50 rings and you've given them to Tails and or Knuckles, you can access the special stages and attempt to go for the Chaos Emeralds. If you can collect all 7 Chaos Emeralds in this game, you will go up in a final battle with Dr. Eggman, where his ultimate weapon will try to stop Sonic. So be careful, because his weapon is very, very tough. And the last game I'm going to review is none other than another good favorite of mine, Comic Zone. This game involves an artist named Sketch Turner, and the antagonist Mortis attempts to capture Sketch. So what he does is he puts Sketch in his own comic book, and now you must control Sketch, Turner, as you fight the enemies that Turner created. There are 3 episodes, each with 2 pages. When you get to the end of episode 3 with Sketch, you will have one final battle with Mortis. If you can successfully defeat Mortis, the game ends. But you gotta do it quickly because you have to beat Mortis before Alyssa Cyan, Sketch's assistant that helps him, drowns. If you defeat Mortis after she drowns, you get the bad ending. So you have to defeat him quickly. But if you can successfully defeat him before she drowns, you will get the good ending, and you'll be in great shape. So that's it. This is my collection of Sega Genesis games that I have reviewed for you guys. I hope you like this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, do whatever you have to do. And I'll be looking forward to making another video in the future. So until then, BlueHedgehogMan17 saying goodbye for now.